From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Right away, they'll change the look. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. Off the bootleg. McLean, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down. The Niners at 5-3 now on the year, and they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Third down and 10.
Cup 19. Panther Street! Panther Street!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Looking for Tyquan Thornton on that one, but it'll be second down. You look at this Niner defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And CD, congratulations are in order because he just passed Barry Sanders and moved into third place all-time on the NFL rushing list.
And just think of what that gives him in terms of cachet, in terms of respect, because many people think Barry Sanders is the greatest running back that's ever played. Now, on the all-time rushing list, third, ahead of him now, how about this? Walter Payton and Emmitt Smith.
That's pretty good company, folks.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lowered my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds.
And he'll go down, right down at the 20-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And his kick is indeed good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Buffalo 18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Fielded at the 33. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On the handoff, they start with Richardson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
You look at this Niner defense.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
This defense for the Niners, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll try and throw for it here. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McLean, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw on 3rd down. McLean, he's going to let it go again. It got his man complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Gravity lying. Hurt. Dragon 60.
Off the play fake. McLean. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
And the Packers first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Let's go now.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. On second down now. McNeil, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now a 2nd and 10.
They run with Richardson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Fielded just inside the 30. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Cougar 19.
They'll run on 1st down. McNeil, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Waddle the motion man right.
On 2nd down, McNeil. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, McLean. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Well, that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air one out.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that would be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect. and he executed so well.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
Waste of time.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going, so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They'll run again with Richardson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
They'll look to throw here.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
On 1st down, McLean. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
With that impact, I fully expected the ball to pop free. I still remember an old defensive back friend of mine. He used to say, guess what? Even if they catch the ball, make sure they have a memento to take back to the sideline.
On third down, McNeil. Oh, able to avoid him. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
70.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Packers' 36-yard line.
Off play action. McLean, he'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
That is caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now they'll shift things around.
Second and goal.
And they'll run again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. His second rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. Jake Moody now for the point after. And that makes it 23-7. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground. It's Richardson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Richardson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Off the play fake. McLean. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. McLean able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Hustle. Ready.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Baylor tight.
Now a handoff up the middle. McNeil, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up third down.
On third down, McNeil. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On first down, it's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
5-9. Go.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
5-9.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Ray.
They snap it to Herbert. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second down and 8. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 61 yards.
Pick up of 61 yards. First down, Green Bay.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he gets this to Thornton. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 8-yard line.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Third down, goal to go from the 8. He's going to try and take off with it.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
98 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, go Lion. Go.
Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Hey, Ram. Home troops right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. From 17 yards out. And the Niners get a bit closer. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for two.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game.
49ers 15.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
They're on the 15-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
And the Packer first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.